Hey there, welcome to Critic Central. Ukrapin brother here. Today we are discussing Paul Pogba and the doping issues. My brother, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so with Paul Pogba, now that his ban is over, do you see him at top level football?
Definitely, he has a way back to the top, but he has to go through a certain route before he gets there. You understand? Playing at the top level is not only about the skills or maybe the techniques that you carry, but image is important. So you have to definitely prove yourself. We've seen a lot of players that have gone through this route, whether being called rapists, some of them are having problems with their heart. And once they are off, you don't go back to the level of top football at a go. You have to pass somewhere. For example, let's take Christian Eriksen.
Yeah.
When he suffered that heart problem,
Yeah.
he had to go to Brentford to build something up before Manchester United came for him. And we saw it with Mason Greenwood.
Exactly.
He had his issue
Yeah.
with his woman, that's Harriet.
Yeah.
He had to go to Gatafe
Yes.
before.
And he's performing.
Yes, before he went to the bad boys team now. That's
Yeah.
Marcel.
Yeah.
So with Paul, he's from France.
Yeah.
And I think Marcel will be a good fit for him. So he has a leeway back to the top. But to me, it's still going to be a problem.
Okay, so do you think that his problem will affect a market value of any team he will go to?
Market value.
As in his brand.
Definitely. Definitely. And one thing is, Paul is 32 now. Age is not being kind on him. So when the sports now, everyone is trying to find players who are young, because the game now is all about intensity. Mind you, he was offered to Manchester United, but the club was like, no. Because one thing about Paul is, even though Paul has like the technical ability, for me, I say my top three players in terms of technical ability, they can do something on the board that will wow you, take you off your feet. Messi, Neymar, Paul Pogba.
Wow, that's on both statements.
For me, that's it. Yeah. Messi, Neymar, Paul Pogba. He has it, but he has not played for almost a year or so. So the match fitness,
18 months.
Good. The match fitness is not there. Yeah. The match fitness is not there, and Paul also is not disciplined. Yeah. On the pitch, he's not that disciplined a player. Yeah.
Okay, so with this doping issue around sportsmen, let's take Mudryk for instance. Yeah. You see his doping issue. Yeah. Do you think that the players are not being treated fairly about this kind of doping thing?
To some extent, I think they are not being treated fairly, because sometimes some of the drugs or some of the things that they take, to maybe someone is trying to take maybe vitamins or something to recover, they have certain particles or iota of some of these drugs in them. So for example, you've taken a certain maybe supplement to help you to recover, and after a football match where you had a big game, a good game, where you were all over the place, then they come in and say they want to take a sample, and at the end of the day,
so meaning the players are using it on their blind side?
Some of them, majority of them. You know, over the years, even Andre Onana was caught up with this whole fiasco. Yeah, but he was, after some time, he was freed because he was found innocent.
Yes.
So sometimes it's at the blunt side of these players. You understand? It's not something that is.
So do you recommend that the players employ medical teams around them or something?
Yes, I think that's the best thing. But the thing is, you have to ask yourself, these clubs have medical teams.
Yeah.
So I think it shouldn't be a problem. But yet still, one way or the other, they find. You see, the thing is, you cannot control everything that the player does.
Yeah.
When the player is in the club, everything. But if he goes outside the club, it's not being controlled.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think.
Okay. So do you know that with this doping thing, Yannick Sinner, the world #1 in tennis, has been banned for like 3 months for testing positive for a banned substance.
Yeah.
So sometimes you think that is it their fault because of not knowing the kind of medication they are taking, like the substance of the medications?
It's not deliberate. This whole thing isn't deliberate on their part. You understand? When you take Modric's case, for example, he was having cough.
Sure.
And he took in like the normal cough mixture.
And even he was not with Chelsea, so the
Exactly.
medical team can't do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. So sometimes I believe that some of these bans and the sentence for the ban is like some of the players are not treated fairly, because here's the case: they give somebody 3 months, they give Pogba 18 months, which they are not being fair with their judgment, because maybe it's the same substance.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Is it because the players can't debate their way in, or maybe they don't really know what they are taking?
I think they have their own standards. They have their own standards and how they go about their things.
Yeah.
Because if it is the same substance, maybe if, for example, you are drinking alcohol and you are driving, and they bring in that thing to test, and maybe your test level is maybe 7.
Yeah.
Another person's test level may go to maybe 18.
Yeah.
So if you are trying to pass a sentence, I think it's the same substance.
Sure.
But the extent at which it has been abused call for the sentence.
And even if you are drink driving and you hit somebody, the sentence is over than somebody who is just driving because he's drunk.
Yes.
So they should just work their way. Or the World Anti-Doping Agency, I think they're not being fair to, especially the footballers. Most of their ban is like over the roof. Like 18 months, some is going over a year, 2 years. With Modric, for instance, they've not even given us anything. There's no news about it. Yeah. Are they checking? Are they still doing this? And the player is still home. Yeah. And maybe his team is still paying him and nothing is going on. Yeah. So the Anti-Doping Agency, they have to be up and doing. And they bring in a lot of things for us to know what to do. Yeah. So in conclusion, do you think that the doping, that if like, is it helping the players to override the other teammates, like maybe to give them a lot of performance over the other?
Oh, if you take drugs that enhance, definitely you are going to have ability over the others. You understand?
Yeah.
If you take cocaine, and in history there are certain players that they found out that they were taking
Maradona is a classical example.
Yes, Maradona, Andrea Mutu from Chelsea, he was also banned for taking in cocaine.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. This is Creative Central. Thanks for your time. We're signing out. Catch us this and every day on our channel, Critic Central. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye-bye.
Bye.